Welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and today we'll have a Commodore 64 game called Motor Mania. Motor Mania came out, I believe, in a cartridge format for the Commodore 64 first, and was also available as a disc that you can actually load. It's very simplistic in the graphics and the sound department, but don't be fooled, because even though it's very simple game, it's actually challenging. And I remember playing afternoons of this game with friends of mine, and we tried to have the best score. The score is presented on the right side as a odometer, so you can see how many miles you actually made. So you'd have to basically try to make the best mileage possible, not run out of fuel, and avoid, of course, traffic, potholes, rocks that would fall down, and sometimes the road becomes very narrow, and you have to work your way around that narrow path. So it's a very interesting game for that. So here, let's start a game, as what you just saw was kind of the demo. No music, just the basic motor sound. And here we go. So basically you just follow the road and try not to crash anywhere. That's really the object of the game, actually. You also had to be careful not to run out of fuel. And the challenge here is that sometimes when you wanted to wait for fuel, as you see here, the rocks, you have to avoid. So you got to be careful, rocks. If you didn't refuel very often, you'd sometimes have pathways and roads where there was like just so little garages to fuel up that you'd actually run out of fuel. You have 4 lives, and basically, let's continue on. On some roads you might want to go slower to make sure that you avoid any type of traffic. I'm just going to set my joystick here in a better mode, because this is really annoying. And here it goes. So basically, you'd have to go through. Now, I'm not really good here. I was really good before I started the video, probably because I wasn't talking. Let's just start it again and have a better gameplay here. This game, I've not seen any information about this game being available on any other platform. So I don't know if it's only Commodore 64. But I really never had any other information. I've tried Googling Motor Mania, and it just shows up for the Commodore 64. So it's possibly only a Commodore 64 game. Here you have the ambulances that you had to be careful not to run into. Here's the gas. If you want to take some gas, you have to slow down and go to the garage. So basically, this is pretty much the gameplay. You go around and try to avoid. It's very simplistic, but as you progress through the game, I must say that it gets harder and harder to really go far away. And you have to really... I'm going to use the buttons. I think the buttons are going to be better. Oh, here we go. Buttons instead of the little rocker. So here are the narrow parts that you have to avoid, and basically they even get narrower than that, basically just the size of a car. 2 ambulances this time, pretty good. So even though this game is simple, it's challenging, and I have some great memories actually of playing this game because of its challenge and its little competition when you're with friends. Playing alone is maybe a little boring, except for the fact that, you know, you try to beat your own score, your own miles that you've done on the road. I give Motor Mania a score of 7 out of 10. Even though it's simplistic, it's still a good play. I've noticed that on the Lemon website, they actually give it an average score of 6.7. And like I said, it does seem to be only Commodore 64. If you've ever played Motor Mania on another device than a Commodore, let me know. I'd be interested to know if this game was ever available for another platform than a Commodore. As you see here, it gets really harder because all the road gets very, very difficult to manage at some point. So Motor Mania for the Commodore 64, interesting game, and it's available as a 1D64 file on the web, and try it out. It's if you have that Commodore 64, or if you play, this is an emulation in Vice 64. It's an interesting game actually. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. If you like old games and old gameplay and all sorts of old retro gaming, then we have lots of videos online. We have much more coming up. Commodore 64 stuff. We have real machines like the Amiga 500, the Atari ST. We're soon going to restart gaming on those machines. I'm waiting for my 40-inch TV to arrive to try to make these videos better. And I'll be plugging in, of course, my Amiga and Atari ST. We have also emulation stuff like this Commodore 64. We'll have stuff for the VIC-20. We'll have Atari 2600 VCS, Super Nintendo, and lots more coming up. So this is a great channel if you like old gaming. Thanks for watching. Hope you come back to the Old Computer Museum channel. Bye-bye.